Hey guys, I'm Daisho and I'm here bringing you some Hearthstone, and today I am finally going to do that video that I announced the other day, which is the stipulation draft for Hearthstone. And yeah, I'm really excited. Should be a lot of fun. There were a lot of good suggestions, but the one I think I'm going to go with was suggested by Grimdrome, and he said, I think starting with something a little bit more simple than working up to more outrageous ones. So something like you can't pick the middle card. And I think that's a really good idea. Number one, I like the idea of doing a pretty simple one at the beginning. It's not that complicated, and maybe later on we can do some crazy things like you can only pick. I don't know. There would be a lot. There would be a lot more crazy ones that I can do later on. But this one I think is pretty simple. So can't pick the middle card, and we're gonna extend that a little bit since I haven't chosen the hero, and I cannot pick the middle hero. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and do as well as I possibly can with what I'm given. Definitely disadvantageous to be missing, so I can't choose Garrosh, but that's alright. I'll choose Uther. I just did a bunch of Gul'dans, and I really don't like him anyway, so. Alright. Thankfully, we didn't want Secret Keeper anyway, so that is not a big deal. We'll just go straight for good old Injured Blade Master. Angry Chicken also not really a consideration. And between these four, the middle card is also not the one that I would like. So Guardian of Kings it is. Not really going to go through in depth on each pick. I mean, justifications. If you want justifications, then go to one of my other videos. I guess this is going to be more like entertaining. I'm not going to spend like 5 minutes on each pick. Like I mean, I've actually done multiple videos where I spend 2 minutes at least on each pick, but I don't know. Anyway, Argent Commander clearly over Murloc Tidecaller, and Equality clearly the best card here too. So this is working out pretty well. Okay, well first situation, Harvest Golem clearly the best card, not even close. Like these two are actually pretty bad, and Harvest Golem is just very good, so that sucks. But yeah, I'll go with Light's Justice. Ogre Time. Better than Mogishan Warden. Divine Favor. Sure, I mean, I'm not going to pick an Angry Chicken, so. Oh no, Eldor Peacekeeper. He's one of the best cards. One of the best Paladin rares, if not the best Paladin rare. I don't know, I mean, I guess it's between that and Equality, but I don't know. This guy's awesome. Anyway, Mind Control Tech, I think, here. Don't have any 2-drops yet, but we'll find some. I only have one 3-drop. Anyway, yeah, clearly Ventrico would be the pick, but Bloodsail Raider is also not so bad. Mind Control Tech or Twilight Drake? I think we're going to go with Twilight Drake here. Could end up getting some draw power. Alright, so all these are not very good, and Guru's probably the best, but between Snapjaw and Rifleman, it's pretty close. I think we're going to take Rifleman, since I don't really have a hero ability that does a damage, so should be a nice replacement. Sweet. True Silver Champion not in the middle. Blessing of Kings, probably better than Raging Worgen in this kind of deck. Or, I mean, in Paladin deck. I think I would probably take Shattered Sun over Hammer of Wrath, but I'm not upset with taking Hammer of Wrath. This one, Gnomish Inventor, is by far the best card, and disappointing. Going either other way, I think I'm going to take the Noble Sacrifice, so I'm not a big fan of Archmage. All these kind of suck anyway. Worgen Infiltrator's the best of them, so Oasis Snapjaw it is. I don't really want a War Golem in this deck. Don't really want to throw them all Farseer, but you never know. I could pick up another Blessing of Kings. I don't have any 5-drops. Novice Engineer's not that good anyway, and it's basically the same thing as your ability, so there's no real point in playing it. Argent Protector's a sweet card. Stampeding Kodo or Master Swordsmith. I think Azure Drake and Stampeding Kodo is close, but without the ability to take Azure Drake, clearly Stampeding Kodo. I like Blessing Wisdom a fair bit, not an amazing amount. What is with them and wanting to give me Oasis Snapjaws? It's annoying. Alright, so the Silence or the 2-3 with very limited upside with only one True Silver. Hey, you got a Chillwind Yeti. Oh no, I wanted to take this so badly. I almost clicked on it, but yeah, I guess I gotta take that. That thing's not so good. Sweet! Another True Silver. Yeah, I definitely want a Fairy Dragon, even though I have two True Silvers. Alright, so I've got like, what, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 2-drops. I don't think it's that bad that I'm going to be playing my hero ability on 2 all the time. I'd rather not play a Geomancer anyway, so I'm just going to take another Hammer of Wrath. would be Blessing of Kings. So I think I'm going to take a Worgen Infiltrator to shore up my early game a little bit. And then finally, Crazed Alchemist. I mean, Secret Keeper's not very good with only one secret, so I hope I didn't take any of the middle ones. There might have been a situation where I accidentally did, but I hope not. Anyway, let's start playing some games. I mean, this deck's actually not that bad. It's got not such a great curve, and there was a couple of times where I could have picked up 5 drops. I think I'm like severely missing late game and 2 drops. In fact, I don't even know what this deck has. It's got a lot of true silver champions. 2 or 3? I think 2. And a couple of hammers. A couple of Blessing of Kings. No consecration, though. 1 equality, but no consecration, no wild pyromancer, no venging wrath. So nothing to really take advantage of that equality. Even though I picked it up very early. I didn't even see a consecration in that draft. So this one was doomed for failure from the start. I don't think I want any of these. The only one that I would consider keeping is Chillwind Yeti because it's probably just one of the better cards in my deck. But I have a ton of 4-drops and like stuff that I can actually play on curve, so don't really want to keep 4s in hand. I want to mulligan everything, give myself a better chance to hit 2s. I'm going to be playing these Blood Cell Raiders on curve for sure, just so I don't fall too far behind in the early game. Even though I do have a True Silver that I could play on 4 and then drop a Blood Cell Raider, but still I think it's better to get the early board presence than do that. If I draw a 3 here, no. I was going to say, if I draw a 3 there, then I could coin out a Mind Control tech or whatever the 3 I draw, and then play another 3 the next turn, and then I can True Silver and then do this. Then that'd be fine, but, oh, he's just going to hit me. Interesting. So I can coin out an Avenging Wrath, I can just trade and play a 3-drop. I think that's going to be just better. I mean, there's no point in getting crazy and burning Hammer of Wraths when I can just hit with a 2/3. And I mean, if it was on curve, then I probably would do it. But just the fact that I would have to, oh my god, what is going on here? Silence. Sure, you got it, bro. Ooh, I can make that guy giant. I can make an enormous turtle, a 6'11" turtle. Now that would be 6'11" turtle with Blessing of Wisdom.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, probably just play Blessing of Kings here. Not Blessing of Kings, True Silver Champion. And then clear that, and then start the beats. I guess I could have Blessing of Wisdomed my turtle. This deck has a ton of draw in it. With the 2 Hammer of Wrath, the Blessing of Wisdom, the 3-drop Divine Favor thing. Multi-shot. Okay. And this is probably an explosive shot. So I think I'm actually just gonna do one of these. One of these. Could be a misdirection. Yeah, explosive trap. And let's see. Ooh, Argent Protector. I kind of want to play something else out. I'm gonna just coin out a dude here, just because it protects me a little bit against Deadly Shot. I don't really need to attack here. I mean, the reason to attack is that I can start gaining some life back, and then I still have a True Silver Champion in hand as backup. But I don't think it's going to be too relevant, and I'd rather save it in case I actually need to hit a creature, because I still have a reasonable life total left. Arcane Shot, sure. This turtle got me some value already. Okay. So, turns out that coining that out hurt me instead of helping me. How much burn do I have in hand? Maybe I should have just done this last turn. And I think I'm just gonna do that and one of these. Just to get some dudes out there so I can actually kill my opponent. So with 6, 8, that's like 14 damage. I actually almost have my opponent dead. The problem is I don't have any big minions. So like when we get to the late game like this, I'm in bad shape. I should have taken that retrospect, but I should have taken that whatever it was. I had the choice to take a War Golem, but I thought I would get another another Guardian of Kings, so I didn't pick one, but I probably should have. Alright, let's do this again. I mean, I just used 3 of my burn, but I gained another 4 direct damage, basically. So next turn, I can hit for 5-9. Still not dead, but I'm dead to Hammer of Wrath. We're probably going to be dealing with that. Could just equality it, but no real point. Can easily defeat it with this attack. Probably shouldn't be hero powering so much because I am playing against the Unleash the Hounds deck. That would be kind of annoying right now, actually. Might just lose to like Starving Buzzard, Unleash the Hounds. That works. Ancient Brewmaster, you say? I accept. So yeah, just getting some power out on the board. I have 8-12 power on board, so I actually have him dead on board. There could be a consideration to just playing hero ability here. Interesting. He's just pew-pewing me down. Alright, so it's probably just another explosive trap. So I could like Crazed Alchemist it, but that'd be silly. Yeah, another explosive trap. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna play this Oasis Snapjaw, and I'm gonna attack here so I don't just die. I don't really think that there's any chance that I do die. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, now if he doesn't deal any damage to this thing, I can just Crazed Alchemist it, switch power and toughness, and then beat him for 7. And this would be 8, and I still have this Hammer of Wrath, so I'm looking okay here. Unless he does kill this guy, that would be kind of annoying.
Your magic shall not
sure, you got it. It's silenced. Okay, looks like I'm gonna be able to win this one. Nope. He still got something. Another Spellbreaker. My god, this guy played an Owl and 2 Spellbreakers against me? That is just terrifying. Whee! That's pretty sweet. I mean, I could have dealt with this really easily. Could have just hit, and then Hammer Wrath the other one. But still had him dead, so that's nice. Ooh, I have a challenge that wants me to win games with Paladin. That's exciting. Very exciting indeed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, so this one seems like a pretty reasonable draft deck. It's got a bunch of holes in it, and I think that is where I'm going to have the most trouble with these. Is sure, you can win some games where you draw fine, but your deck is not going to be as tailored. So like a huge part of making arena decks is to make sure that you have all the things that you need. And that's like the major thing that I'm going to struggle with, is because this deck doesn't have all of its holes filled. It doesn't have 5 and 6 drops for the most part. You know, this hand's kind of bad. I figured keeping this thing is okay. I don't really know why I figured that, but well, I probably want to just play this now. I don't want to attack yet, but I'm going to want a hero power next turn, so it'd be kind of a waste. Or if I draw like a Blood Celebrated, there are 2 in the deck. It's very reasonable. I mean, the 1 in 13 chance that I do draw one. It's not... If I do this every game, then maybe one of them I'll draw the Blood Celebrator the next turn. So, I don't know. I think it's a reasonable option, and there is probably enough reason to do it a different way that I'm okay with it. So like one downside of this is kind of also an upside. So if my opponent plays an Acidic Swamp Ooze now or last turn, then he's not going to be able to Swamp Ooze my True Silver Champion, so I'm going to be able to get the card, recoup the card value there. Let's See, my opponent's got 7 cards, so I can actually draw 3 cards off of this Divine Favor right here. That's kind of sick. Alright, go ahead. Just because of the way that the coin works and the fact that neither of us have really done it, or I played the Lights Justice, I guess that was another reason to play it on turn 1. I'm probably just going to end up, like, wanting to True Silver, so I'm going to get rid of this thing. Water Elemental, you say? Alright. Let's go with this plus this, I think. Yeah. And chances are he's just going to attack me to freeze me, and next turn I can just Blessing of Kings this. And Arcane Missiles would actually be pretty bad. I need to get up to 6 mana before I can kill this thing. It still could be an Arcane Missiles. Still could be an Arcane Missiles, but he probably would do it before he used the hero power. Alright, so it looks like we're good here. Yeah, unfortunately this guy gets frozen. Chances are, though, what he's going to do is just ping it, and then I might be able to save it with the Crazed Alchemist. Might not be worth it, though. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on what I want to do next turn. I don't really have any 5s or 6s, so it's probably going to be a 4 and a 2, or like a 3 and a 2, or something like that. Probably a 4 and a 2. Man, I just have not done anything with this Lights Justice. I mean, I guess it got a card out of my hand, so turned out to be a free card from the Divine Favor, so it wasn't such a liability, but it definitely was not useful. I don't think they added any new things that you can interact with in the environment since the release, or the official release, because I really thought that would be a thing that they would touch, because they did all the other, like, aesthetically pleasing stuff, so it's a little weird that they haven't done any of that. Frostbolt, oh god, sure. So you just 2 for 2'd that? That works for me.
I'll never tell.
Okay, looks like I'm going to be killing that raid leader with Hammer of Wrath. And then still playing out Fairy Dragon? Sure. And, I mean, I could have just attacked this. Probably should have. I think I'm just going to play a True Silver at some point. Probably should have at least attacked him. That's bad. Alright, we are taking hits, my friends. Could just play a Guardian of Kings. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this and this. And yeah, did not do anything with that Lights Justice. At least I could have gotten him down to like 28 with it. I don't know. I do have this Guardian of Kings, so while I am concerned about my life, it's not as if I will just straight up lose the game in a turn. Direwolf Alpha, you say? That's bad. And that's bad too. Alright. Stormpike Commando's a decent draw. Right, so might just die next turn, but I think what I'm going to do here is shoot this, go with one of these, and then force his attack into that this turn, and hopefully be able to take it out with something that won't hurt so much. Yeah, so, I mean, if all goes according to plan, he just attacks, hits that, and then I can finish it off with the 4-2. And then I don't really lose too much value. But he does have 4 cards in hand. Okay. So this is actually looking like I might not be in such terrible shape as I had thought. Okay. And I can also just drop a giant turtle. And this guy should go... probably just hit the 2-2, to be honest. But chances are this turtle's going to kill the 2-2 anyway, so... don't really need to. The reason why I say that is because you want lasting damage. Damage to a player isn't that big of a deal, so you want lasting damage out of these recruits. And if he just pings it off, then that would kind of suck. But that is kind of shitty. Alright, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with equality? That's how we're going to deal with it. So, okay, and we're going to save some damage too, I think, here. Okay. Yeah. Use this guy to gain some life? Sure.
For justice.
Still can play this thing and make a 1/1. This plays into mind control tech of my opponent, which is a little bit awkward, but I think it's not extremely likely that he has one. Pyroblast was still only an 8 mana, then he could have me dead this turn, which would really suck losing with a Guardian of Kings in my hand. Hopefully, I don't really know what I'm hoping for, actually. I'm pretty sure my opponent's got a Flame Strike in hand. Just has not had any opportunity to use one, and he's already seen almost half of his deck, so it's pretty likely that he's got something like that. This is his turn. Oh, well, that's a little annoying. But this is actually not so bad for me. So I can just nom here, trade here, play Guardian of Kings. And as well, I can just run this guy out, because I need to still continue to developing my board, give him a reasonable Flame Strike turn. I'm a little behind if he Flame Strikes. Actually pretty far behind as it stands. No, I mean, we're 4-4 right now, but a Flame Strike would just give him a 2-for-1. Yeah, so we're 4-4, so if he gets a 2-for-1, and we both -1, so then it's 3. Then he's on 3 and I'm on 2. And then he can just trade, so then he'd be on 2 and I'd be on 1. Yeah, so that'd be bad. But at least I would get the first play. And I'd draw a card. Yeah, okay, so if he Flame Strikes here and then trades, then it's not like I'm dead, I'm just not happy. Alright, that's pretty bad. This is not a good situation for me. If my opponent had another... Why would he not just attack me? That looks like an egregious mistake. Egregious? Egregious? That's a great draw. I don't think this guy's going to get more value. And my opponent probably would have flame... Actually, my opponent definitely would have Flame Striked if he had one last turn. It was just an undeniable advantage. Okay, so just going to trade those guys. And now I'm left with the board of little chumps, because that's what my deck does, and my opponent's playing a Gurbashi Berserker. That is terrifying. Against Mage, that's like the scariest possible situation. So right here I want to put it on the 2-2. Or actually, yeah. Actually, maybe I want to put it on the 3-3. Let's think about this a little. Actually, no. Okay, I want to put it on the 2-2 because he can't ping it off, and then he's going to have to either eat here or trade here, and then that means that the Gurbashi is not coming towards my face. So I'm only getting one hit out of this anyway. But I want to draw the card right now. Boulder Fist Ogre. Yes, please. That was a pretty solid turn. Just playing Boulder Fist Ogre. But yeah, so it might seem like it makes more sense to put on the 3-3, but then he just trades here anyway. So this trade's probably happening. It just didn't really end up mattering. Just that his Gurbashi Berserker is hitting that instead of my face, which is kind of nice. The only problem is now these two are just going to trade, but I didn't have any other way to deal with it, so... Oh my god, thank you. He was supposed to hit this. Oh, come on. Can't even play that. Because it'll just get pinged, so... It provides me with such a small amount of value. Yeah, he was really supposed to ping his Gurbashi Berserker, The only thing that's weak against is like True Silver Champion off the top, and he'd much rather... Oh, that's a really good one right here. He'd much rather play for whatever his actual situation is as opposed to a theoretical situation. I just have to play this turn. I am not in good shape here. Chillin' Yeti's a good one, but my opponent does have just more stuff than me right now. I mean, this thing's going to come back. This thing's probably not going to be sticking around. He's probably just going to ping it off. And I have less cards than him. And I don't think that the cards that are left in my deck can actually win. He hasn't played any Fireballs or Polymorphs or Flame Strikes yet. All of which are pretty reasonable cards in this spot. So hopefully he throws like a 2-2 at it. Instead of... Okay, well actually... Oh, he's just going to eat here. No! He's just going to let me make that trade? Yes, please. Kodo off the top, also a great draw. I don't understand how he lets me make that trade. If he just hits it with the 2-4, then he's got a 2-3 and a 2-1, and I have no obvious way of killing the 2-1. And then that thing's going to stick around for a while. So that was a huge mistake. It really depends on what cards are left in his deck, and I don't remember what's left in my deck either. But this is actually looking pretty reasonable for me. I'm going to hit him because there's no real value. Oh my god. What a draw. I can kill the 2-4 with my Kodo for free? Yes, please. Hitting Stormwind Knight is sweet. Alright, so, I mean, I've built myself some advantage, but if my opponent rips a Flame Strike off the top, then I'm probably not going to have enough cards left in my deck to actually kill him. Right here, it's important to make the trade, because otherwise he gets to kill my 5-power guy. And not make the trade, actually just eat his guy. So there's a good chance that my opponent has a Flame Strike in his deck, and I am very far ahead, and if he plays a Flame Strike, then I just lose. So, if I play this thing out. So I think I'm actually going to hold it. It's a little bit risky, but I am really far ahead on board. So yeah, I mean, it would only put me up to 12 power on board, so I'm not going to be able to kill him next turn anyway. I think I used all my... No, I still have a Blessing of Kings left in my deck. If I draw a Blessing of Kings, I'm going to look silly. I think I still have a Blessing of Kings left. Alright, so Blizzard is the exact same effect. Not exactly the same. Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. So I'm very happy that I held on to this for another turn, but I can play it out this turn because I don't really have anything on board right now anyway. Not going to be able to guy up here, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. And yeah, that was a good draw. Argent Commander. I guess I have more late game than I thought I did. I don't know. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Probably wishes he had that a lot earlier. Though, probably do want to make the hit here. I'm not sure though. He's gonna have to find an answer for Argent Command. Well, all right. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. That thing's gonna get pinged off next turn anyway. So playing the 2-3 forces him to answer both of these instead of just one. I don't know how many Flame Strikes he has in his deck, but I think that makes sense. It might actually make this game unwinnable if this card is Flame Strike, because I think that one of these left is Blessing of Kings, and if it is, then the other one has to be a creature. I think it is though. Can't think of any other spells that I have in this deck. Equality? No, I played Equality. Oh my god, this game went on forever, man. This was a good game. I think if it were Flame Strike, he would just cast it, but I guess it could be something like Frost Nova. I don't know. Can't really see how you don't just cast a spell. The only... there were a couple of draw spells. There's 2 Hammer of Wraths, the Blessing of Wisdom, and the other thing, the Divine Favor early on, were my draw spells. He played 1 Gnomish Inventor, no Arcane Intellects.
What to do?
I think it might have just been the Gnomish Inventor. Neither of us had any like bombs, no Ragnaruses or anything. He didn't play any of the good mage cards. He didn't play any Fireballs. He played 2 Frostbolts. He didn't play any Fireballs, Polymorphs, or Flame Strikes. Played 1 Blizzard. Just Stormwind. Okay, well played. I mean, I think that was a sweet game. I'm pretty happy about that one. Let's go check. I think that the cards left in my deck were Blessing of Kings and what was the other one? Ironforged Rifleman I played, Fairy Dragon I played, Crazed Alchemist I played, both of these. Argent Protector? Did I play an Argent Protector that game? I don't know. Remember when I played Light's Justice on turn 1 and I didn't do anything with it? Well, that 2 damage never really ended up mattering. I still had my opponent dead that turn and not a turn before. So yeah, that was a pretty cool game, and that'll be it for this video. But so wait, how much late game do I actually have? I have 2 5-drops, 2 6-drops, and a 7-drop. So yeah, not really enough. I think you want 7 to 8 cards that are 5 or more instead of just 5. But whatever. Thank you guys for watching that one. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye.